Hello, and I'm back on the Dive for Startup Founder with Sujeen. Hi, Sujeen. How are you?
Hey, I'm good. I'm good. Excited to be on the podcast. The lighting is so beautiful.
Thank you. So aesthetic.
I know I can't get my like eyes off the really purplish and bluish lights.
Thank you so much.
Yes,
But yeah, so how are you doing? It's so nice to have you on the
I'm
podcast.
doing great. I just got back from like an event. So Hack Belfast was yesterday, and it was crazy. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna post on my LinkedIn afterwards. But the
God.
results that we got and the judges and everything, it was crazy how amazing people could work on a span of 36 hours. It's crazy.
Oh my God, it's insane. We will talk more about that. We
Yes,
will talk more
yes.
about that. But I want to start off with your move to Belfast. So
Yes.
I know you moved here like 2 years ago, so
Yeah. No,
2024.
1.5 years ago.
One and a
Yes.
half year ago.
Yes.
Yeah. That's so big. Like moving all the way from Malaysia to Belfast.
I know. Like I was just saying, right? It's like it feels like sometimes it still feels unreal that it was so long ago. It feels like it was just yesterday at certain times that I've really adapted to this place and really like got along with the weather, the how people here are, and like the things that I'm learning, even the things that I'm doing right now. It still feels unreal sometimes, but
Oh
I'm
my
so glad I
God.
made that choice. Really.
That's so nice. So how did you like what made you come to Belfast? Like was it a program or something you were on or
Oh yes, I was on a program. So back in Malaysia, there was this law school. We had a kind of like an exchange program, transfer program
Mhm.
to a couple of the universities that were in the Russell Group University in UK.
Mhm.
And I chose Belfast specifically because when there's this person that introduces these universities to us, she said that these universities closer to London would have a lot of nightlife,
Mhm.
and this in Belfast is going to be a lot quieter. And I chose that right away because I'm just like an old woman. I cannot stand any form of nightlife, and I made sure that they sell rice there, right? And
Yeah.
there's like yes, definitely, and I'm like just this place,
Send me there.
yeah, send me
Ship
there.
me
The
there.
quiet place with the rice, yes.
I
Yeah.
love that.
But I also really like Queen's University because like I remembered when I was researching on those as well, I knew that I wanted to pursue something that was more on the entrepreneurial side.
Mm.
At that time I didn't think that I was going to go for a project myself. I thought I was going to join in the projects because I thought that I was working a lot better like assisting other people rather than being the lead myself. But and then I saw that they were on some sort of ranking on like the first university who offered most entrepreneurial support, and I was like, oh wow, that's really interesting. And as well as their ranking on law is really high as well.
Yeah.
It's like the combination of both two. It's like the ideal school for me. Like why not? I'm really glad I came here.
So you like the support around Queen's University?
Yes, the support around Queen's University and the people and the ecosystem, everything. I think before I came here, another one of my worries were that I might not um fit into the culture here really well. Like my skill sets that were really I would consider valuable in Malaysia might not apply here.
Mhm.
But it turns out like the more I learn about it, not only were the people here so supportive,
Mhm.
but also people around the world are not as different as we all think they are. They
Yeah.
have similar personalities. They just look different, but we value the same things. We think the same things are really cool. Like it's you see a lot
Yeah.
of similarities the more places around the world you go.
Yeah. That's so nice. Honestly, I feel like we're all from like the same part. So
Yeah, I know. It's really nice.
if you could tell yourself like to the girl who was in the Belfast International Airport something, just to make her feel less nervous, what would you say to her like 2 years ago?
um, I would show her my LinkedIn right now. I'm gonna be like, "You're gonna do it." I remember that. Oh yeah, when I came here, I'm the type of person, right? So it's not. I travel really frequently, but before I travel to a place, I would think about the worst things that might happen, so that I can like be prepared for the worst.
Overthinker.
Yes,
Yeah.
overthinker, but I really love it. I think my sister asked me this one time. She says she thinks she overthinks a lot and she thinks it's like a really bad thing. And I said something like, it's not about the overthinking that it's bad, but it's the direction of where you're thinking that makes
Mm.
it. So if you're going on in a spiral, that overthinking is not helping you.
Mhm.
But when you're overthinking about what might be the cause of my emotions, what are the potential risks they are, when it is pulled away from the unknown and it's
Yeah.
clear in front of you,
Mhm.
you get more clear about why you're feeling so worried, and you get to design like mechanisms around the specific risks, and you feel so much more confidence and confidence about your beliefs on your ability to protect yourself wherever you are. So like back when I was in the airport, I was thinking about. I remember during that time there was these news about people burning down buildings in Belfast. Yeah, I think it was like a racial thing, and I was so scared. I was like, I don't want to get burned. I just want to get my law degree. Like I don't want. But there was nothing like that. People
Yeah.
here were so friendly. It was just like a one-off thing. It just so
Yeah.
happened that I was on the news when it happened, and it was
Yeah.
specifically in Belfast. And I wasn't even sure if it was specifically in Belfast, but yeah, but none of those worries were true.
Mhm.
Like other worries, like I don't know whether I would adapt to the health, to the climate here, whether my
Yeah.
health would deteriorate or something like
Mhm.
that. None of those happened. I did so well. I mean, there were also downsides, but I think I turned out a lot better than I thought I would. And as well as the people around me,
Mhm.
even though they were really supportive, I don't think they, I think I kind of proved to them that yes, I'm
Yeah.
able to thrive wherever I go.
That's so nice. That's so
Thank
nice.
you,
You
thank
proved
you.
everyone wrong.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I think I made the people that supported me really proud as well. I think most of the time that
Literally.
is like one of my biggest motivators.
Mhm.
Like when I feel like I'm taking up too much things. I feel like I'm a bit tired. Like maybe I shouldn't be taking so much things. I think about the people that have been believing in me, giving me positions, giving me opportunities in programs. I'm like, no, I have to make them like proud that they
Yeah.
chose me, and I want to be able to give them back, give something back to them by building something of my own. And then
Mhm.
like, there's this Chinese saying like, when people give you like a drop of a drop of help, you give them like a river of all of those back.
Oh, that's so
It's like
nice. Like
yeah,
giving
yeah. People
something
give you
back.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. You give them a lot of it, a lot of it, a lot. Oh my god, a lot of it back. Yes.
I love that.
Yeah.
I know that like you mentioned that you're a law student, so you're a law
Yes.
student back in Malaysia as well.
Mm-mm.
And in Belfast, you did 1 year of law.
Yes.
So I understand like a law, in my point of view, would be like a more structured
Mm.
and like, you follow a certain path, you follow a set of rules kind of
Mm-mm.
way.
Mm-mm.
And right now, because you're building your own startup,
Yes.
like building a startup can be very chaotic and very
Yeah, that's true.
messy.
That's true.
So how do you think like your law degree and like the skills you learned from that have helped you kind of manage all this chaos?
Oh yeah, I received this question a lot, and I'm so glad that I chose law. Well, firstly, I really enjoy law.
Mm-hmm.
Really enjoyed like just reading through the cases and listening and learning about the different viewpoints of judges, how they can come to a middle point, even though they
Yeah.
have really distinct perceptions of
Mm-hmm.
what is morally correct and
Mm-hmm.
wrong. And as well as when I went deeper down that road, studying the law of that country reflects the philosophy of and the moral values of the people living there.
Mm.
So part of the reason why I was kind of confident that I might not be like an extreme outlier is because I studied the law of UK, and I realized that I what they thought was right made sense to me. And because I know what the rules are, what could be considered wrong or right,
Mm-hmm.
I know that how I can be really creative in my navigation of of challenges and obstacles, because I'm definitely not illegal. And if
Mm-hmm.
I'm not illegal, I'm not wrong. I'm not going to be caught into jail. I can do whatever I want.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I think studying law gave me a sense of security that I'm free to do whatever I want because
Yeah.
there's actually so much more leeway. Oh, I have like an example for this because when I was studying law and I was like trying to transition into tech,
Mm-hmm.
I started out doing legal research for AI projects around here. And I realized that people who have not been able to study law, they would be really scared about the obstacles around implementing AI. They
Mm-hmm.
would think there's a lot of restrictions around protecting customers' data.
Yeah.
But when you really know where that rule stands, you know that law really cares about the society and the economics flourishing,
Mm.
as well as the safety of people. So there is a proper protection around your ability to be creative, as well as the people that you're conducting a business around. So when you know where that rule is and you have proper grounds of justification on your actions, you're I think that gives me a lot of bravery to do whatever I want.
I love
Yeah, I
that.
really loved my choice of studying law.
Oh my God, I feel like it's such a difficult degree at the same time, like
Oh yes,
amazing
yes.
everything.
Well, I think part of the reason I chose that, I was thinking about like psychology, philosophy, languages, part of the reason why I chose law was because I wanted to prove to people that I have the ability to do a difficult degree. Like, see, I got an
Yes.
LLB. Don't doubt me.
It's giving like older daughter vibes.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
legit. Oh my god, I love that though. I kind of I love the aspect that you put how like learning the law of the country kind of explains the philosophy of the people. I think you're
Yeah.
really right.
Yes.
What were the differences between like the Malaysian law and UK law? Like something you observed?
Oh, actually, it was really similar because I think Malaysian previously was under UK's um, colonization as
Yeah,
well.
really. Yeah.
So yes, so we actually took a lot of their laws to be on their own. Personally,
Mhm.
I actually really like that because I think UK's law made a lot of sense.
Mhm.
Listening through how they made those laws in place, I'm really happy that Malaysia had that. They kind of adapted it based on their own religious values as well,
Mhm.
but I don't think there's any major difference. I think part of that is the reason why we have so many culture similarities
Mhm.
and why a lot of Malaysians actually are able to do pretty well around here because
Mhm.
we value very similar things.
Yeah. No, I love that. And I know that you were also on the co-builders program.
All right.
So I really want to talk about that. Like
Yes,
it's
yes.
so exciting. We
Yeah.
had another guest on, Ruchira. So she was also on the co-builders program.
Yes, yes.
So she was talking about it and she found it so fun. And I was
Yeah.
like, I want to hear your story about it.
Yeah. Oh my god, Catalyst was well, co-builders. So for context, Catalyst is the co-builders
Organization.
progress is under Catalyst, right?
Mhm.
So when I found out about Catalyst, at first I was pretty overwhelmed with the amount of resources they are here. I couldn't really differentiate between the different names. And then when I actually officially went through one of Catalyst training programs, I was in a phase of my life where I'm like, I feel like I'm doing everything right. Not my life, my business.
Mhm.
I feel like I'm doing everything right, but I'm not sure why I'm not getting
Yeah.
the responses that I thought I would.
Mhm.
And I think the hardest part of it is that I don't know what way to pursue,
Mhm.
and that is exactly what the co builders program gave me. Um, it couldn't be a little bit of it can be a little overwhelming
Mhm.
because there's like a lot of steps in the
Yeah.
disciplined entrepreneurship map,
Yeah.
but I really love that because at least I'm not scared of it being too many things that I can do. I'm scared of me thinking I'm doing everything right
Mhm.
and not working towards
Yeah.
an actual path. And that is exactly what they gave me because like I started conducting proper primary market research, started really thinking about what if the entire basis of my original business plan wasn't even based on an actual pain that the people I wanted to serve had.
Mhm.
And then we went through a whole like 3 rounds of customer research. I think most people might have gone through even more than that. And I think it really changed my perception on my ability to build another business from the ground up in the future
Mhm.
because I know now what are the steps that I can take. So if
Mhm.
I get a response that is not as I expected, I know I have this checklist of so have I done everything right? So I really like that. Yeah, I would really recommend other people to go through the
Yeah.
co-builders program because it was not just the networking and the opportunities that you would get from there because the
Mhm.
people from Catalyst are so nice, but also just the training itself
Yeah.
was so valuable. I'm going to continue studying that for a long time.
As you should. As you
Hmm.
should. I love that. I've heard like it consists of like different rounds of pitching and like
Yes,
talking to
yes,
people.
yes.
So I know that you're also on Pitch and Pint.
Oh,
So
yes,
pitching is such a big like aspect of like starting your own company. Like you have to
that's
pitch at
right.
so many events,
There's,
talk to so many people.
mm-hmm.
Isn't it like how do you like I personally get a lot of nerves like before I go
I do
pitching.
too.
It's
I'm such an introvert.
scary.
Like I'm not. I don't even look like it at the moment, but like I still.
So how do you manage with the nerves when you go up on stage and pitch?
Entrepreneurs. I think this is something that you just gotta do it.
Mhm.
Like when you have too much thoughts before you actually do that action, you delay that actual execution so much, and you won't know the results of it until you execute it.
Yeah.
So the results of it are just within your imagination, but you don't actually have the ability to comprehend what could happen after you've done it. So I think one of this is one of the things that you just keep doing and you desensitize yourself from it. Um, it doesn't have to start with pitches. I think like I was on like a couple of panels as well, and before that, I was like, oh my god, what if I sound like an idiot? What if people don't know what I'm talking about? What if I speak too fast? Like a lot of those things. But when you consistently do that, you well, of course, you have ample preparation before
Mhm.
it, and then you go up stage and you prove to yourself that you can
Yeah.
do it. And the nerves will still be there for like I don't know the first 3 to 5 times, but afterwards you would still have the nerves, but you would have the confidence because you have proved to yourself previously that you were able to do it. The reason why you have nerves sometimes is because you don't know what could be the outcome of it.
Mhm.
You think you're scared of failing, but when you give yourself the source of confidence from
Yeah.
evidence, you I think the nerves die down. It helps with the nerves dying down.
So I had to think about
It'll
like,
always be there though.
yeah.
Like I think it's a personality thing. I'm not sure.
I think so too.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
honestly like even getting up on the stage and pitching is so
Yes.
scary. Even pitching to like your lecture someone just in the classroom, it's
Yeah.
nerve
Oh, yeah.
wracking.
Pitching is something that happens in all aspects of life. It's one of those
So
things that
much.
you just gotta learn. Like, even if you're not having a business, when you are interviewing for a company, you're pitching yourself to that recruiter.
Mm-hmm.
What other things like, I don't know, just getting something you want. I don't know, getting a bargain on something. You're
Yeah.
pitching your reason why
Yeah.
it would benefit the other party. It's like you just gotta get through it, man.
Get through it, man.
Yeah, just gotta
Exactly.
get through it. Like, if you want a better life, you just gotta learn pitching.
Just have to go through it. I love that. And I understand that you were suffering with TSW a
Yeah,
while ago.
yeah, yeah.
So I that is something a lot of people do go through, and it's a
Mm.
really sensitive thing. And I
Yes,
know that
yes.
you work with Pragya
Yeah,
with this.
yeah.
So I want to know how your experience kind of was with TSW and how you reflected upon it right now and what you've learned.
Oh my god. Oh wow, this is such a great question. Like I did not think it was gonna okay. Um well, at first why what TSW is one of the reasons I wanted to study law because I think when you are a patient and your only source of information is the doctor that you're seeing, you don't really there is this imbalance of power
Mm-hmm.
where you think maybe the doctor isn't right, but who am I to say that doctor is the one that is qualified? And then, yeah, there's a lot of complications around it. And I wanted to know, like, what are the different parties' reasons for doing what they're doing right now with
Mm-hmm.
steroids? Mm, well, I think it is just a matter of like taking care of yourself and building up your immune system. And
Yeah.
so that goes into being disciplined with your diet. But at the same time, you need to have the knowledge of what is good and bad with your diet. And
Mm-hmm.
that is different in so many different cultures. Some cultures say salads are good. Some cultures say salads are only for you when you have a really good gut health. Otherwise, it's gonna. So, like, there's so many
Mm-hmm.
different, especially when you have a chronic condition, it's really
Mm-hmm.
hard for you to navigate that. But yeah, I think
Do you think there's like a right amount of education right now?
yeah, I
In
think people just need to talk about it. That reminds me of, I think one of the primary obstacles when I was going through that is that nobody knew TSW was a thing because it's
Mhm.
not benefiting the doctors to tell you that a medication that she's prescribing might lead to your
Yeah,
downfall. Like, no one's going to tell you that. And
exactly.
even when you say that, they're like, you don't have trust in my ability to heal you. And
Mhm.
it's like, so more people just have to to just have to voice out that it is an actual thing and then it's not the end of your life because it
Yeah.
can feel like it. It's a really debilitating condition, but you have a way to get around it. It's not the end of your life. You
Mhm.
can have certain ways to build up your ability to conduct your day-to-day activities.
Mhm. I feel like that's something a lot of people need to start talking about a bit more,
Yes,
even
yes,
when it
yes.
comes to like health, skincare, and things
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, yeah.
People don't talk about it as
Yeah,
much.
you
So
can't change like the entire you can't change the entire medical system or like the law
exactly,
right
yeah.
now, but what you can do is just it's just start telling people that yes, I've been through it and then I'm functioning well right now,
Mhm.
and then if you want help around it I can, but if you think the way that you're living your life right now is good, I can just
Mhm.
provide some emotional support. Like it's the little things that you can start doing before you get to the bigger
Mhm.
stuff.
What would you say to someone who's suffering with TSW right now and feeling a little bit insecure or a little bit worried about themselves?
That you're not alone
Yeah.
because when you have TSW, you can't get out of it. You would
Mhm.
think, I thought I was the only one in the world that had that condition. And it was only during COVID that people posted online about that they looked exactly the same. I thought I was like a monster or something. And I realized that like, oh, actually other people have that.
Yeah.
So I just want to say to them that you're not alone, and it's not your fault that you're like this, despite what other people are telling you, and it is possible for you to heal. There is also help out there. There are communities out there that recognize this condition with different methods of how they've overcome it. And I would definitely recommend studying traditional Chinese medicine. But that's just from me. Okay.
I'll look into that.
That's just from me. Don't take it. Yeah, it's not medical advice.
Oh, I love that though. I mean, like hearing that from someone who has gone through things like that. Like, it makes you feel more safe.
Message me. I'm gonna be your emotional support system. I can do it. Yes, I'm really good.
Message Sajine is really dealing with this.
Yes.
I love that. So coming back to the Hack Belfast that we talked about at the start, I'm so excited to talk about that. How did it go?
Oh my god! So I'm in charge of a non-builder track, and because there's a builder, there's non-builder, there is a quant track. So for non-builder, is kind of business focused.
Yeah,
it doesn't really focus much on your ability to build, but your ability to like the commercial viability of. Does that mean the time is up or something?
No.
Okay. It focuses a lot more on your commercial viability. And what they had to do was that you not only have to come up with the generic things like problem statement, validation, and prototyping, but also you have to reach out to customers in the span of 36 hours. And then it was a weekday. It was Saturday and Sunday. So I had this golden ticket system of like, so if you get your first paying customer during the hackathon, you get an automatic pass to the finals. I said that because I thought it was going to be really hard. I mean, it was a Saturday night. It's a weekend. Nobody's going to answer any work calls. But more than half of the teams had that golden ticket. They had paying customers in the span of 36 hours. And that really disrupted the golden ticket system because I had that system because I thought only one person would have it. And when everyone has a pass to the finals, we don't have that much choices. So it ended up not being like a pass to the finals. It's just we will still evaluate like the how much potential we think your business idea had, but it was still impressive. So I don't even email people in non-business hours, and they're able to reach out to people in India, in US. They walked into cafes to get them to sign and get a payment. It's wow. I really I enjoyed that so much more than I thought I was going to, and people's potential are also crazy. Like wow, I would want to interview them to like, how did you really get the it's impressive. How did you do this? Oh, it was really impressive, and they were so nice as well. Most of the people that like kept coming to me for feedbacks, most of them got into the finals because they had like really good work to present to people, and really thankful for all the organizing team and the judges as well. All of them like that put up with. There was a little bit of a chaos in the middle of it. They all put up with it, and the event went on so smoothly, and there were amazing projects. I'm so glad that it happened.
And for contests, for our guests, could you explain about your startup, Journey? Yeah.
Okay. Well, so Journely is an AI voice journaling app specifically for executive coaches. The reason why we got into this was because originally it was to help people cultivate a self-reflective habit a lot easier, because the people who need it the most are usually the people who are most busy. And then we realized that this self-reflective approach was really similar to what coaches did with their clients. And we wanted to help people who were already investing in this, knowing that this was something that is important, and help coaches to just deliver themselves better, because you can't really lose that human touch in a loop. So we basically help executive coaches kind of quantify their impact, because with 5 minutes of voice capturing a day, we have more data to justify the impact of that coach instead of like using that survey. Yes, we're working with executive coaches to really see what other problems that they have, what is the thing that takes up most of their time, and yeah.
That's so nice. I feel like it's such a nice idea. I feel like it's something a lot of people need right now.
Yes, I really enjoyed like talking to executive coaches as well, because they're the most insightful people. Sometimes people are
Yeah.
insightful, but they don't really focus on the execution part. But they are in like the middle where they know a lot, but they also know exactly what you should think about, so that you can like speed up your ability to
Hmm.
execute. Which I really like working with them. Really.
That's so nice. I feel like it's such a nice idea that you have,
Mm-mm.
and it's something like I personally, when it comes to journaling, I
Yes.
struggle. I don't know what to
A lot
write.
of people struggle because it's not easy for you to sit down and just start writing about
Writing
yourself.
about,
It's like, yeah, it
I
has
don't
to
know what to
change.
write. No, I love that though. Like if I'm talking to when we had lunch the other day, when I was
Yes.
talking to you, I could just talk on about whatever issues I
I
had.
know, I know.
So, it's so hard to even just sit down and write. So if like with the
Yes.
app, if I could do that, that'd
Yes.
be that'd be amazing. That'd
Yes,
be
yes.
amazing. So all the best for that.
No problem. Yes.
And I also want to know like your own insight
Mm.
into this. Like
Uh,
if this app was available
mm,
like
mm, mm,
before the start of your journey,
mm.
what would you say? Like what would you write about, like journal about? Like two
What
years
would I
ago if you
journal
were
about
to
2 years
before
ago?
coming to Belfast.
Oh, yeah. Well, I do journal myself as well because I feel like it really helps with my emotional
Mm-hmm.
processing, which is why I think I journal well. It's only because I'm really good with words and I just enjoy the writing, but it's not something that is like really accessible to everyone, but
Yeah,
everyone deserves to have this
of course.
medium of, yes. So when I do this thing where I would send letters to me 6 months away from myself. So
Oh,
every 6 months I would get a letter from my past self talking about, sometimes it will be really, I try my best to be positive, of course.
yeah.
So like I'm really happy that these things happen, accomplish these things, but also I'm so worried about these things that were gonna happen. Like I can't seem to get around this problem. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not sure why it keeps coming on. But my learning was that anything is accomplishable. So the past 3 years of my journals have always been, I'm gonna die. No, not gonna die. It's like, I'm gonna lose this. This is gonna go wrong. And then the next 6 months, I would receive that letter and I would reply to that letter to me
Yeah.
6 months away from this, and I'm gonna be like, I actually passed that. It was actually really good,
I'm
and it
good.
was, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm surviving. And every time I could see how it was like a really big problem
Yeah.
to me 6 months ago, but after 6 months, it was true. But of course,
Yeah.
that would be in my accomplishments, and I would have a new set of problems that I think I'm not gonna overcome. But it just keeps going on for the past 3 years.
It's like
So
a chain.
yeah, yeah, it keeps changing.
Happening.
It just keeps going on. But I think I learned that anything is possible to accomplish. Yes, like as long as I still set my heart on it,
Mm-hmm.
um, I'm able to be like resourceful and just find a way to get around it, and nothing's gonna take me down.
I love that. I'm gonna try that. Like I'm gonna go home,
And
write a letter to myself six
yes,
months
yes,
later.
yes.
I'll
I think
see.
it's like such good support as well because you don't want to burden your friends with your problems sometimes,
Yeah.
and 6 months, your friend 6 months from now might not be having the same problems as you, but
Mm-hmm.
you will always relate to yourself 6 months away from you. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think, yeah, I really enjoyed having that chain of letters going
I
on.
feel like you become closer to yourself as well.
Yes.
You connect with yourself way more. I love
Yes.
that.
Yes, yes. I really love, one of the reasons why I keep putting myself in like difficult moments was because I think about me 6 months or not, like the past me, or maybe me that was like really sick some time ago. And I think about how she would have really liked this, and how she has like tried her best to overcome her own obstacles, and I can't let her down. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna do this. She's overcome that. I
Yeah.
will do something for her as well. It's
Aw, that's so sweet.
yes, and then you feel like you're, because sometimes when you're an entrepreneur, right, you would feel a bit lonely with all
Yeah.
of the obstacles that are going
Mm-hmm.
through. People are coming to you for decisions. Um, but when you receive a letter from yourself in the past or in the future, you would know that it's not just you, but it's also past versions of you that is pushing you through, contributing to your skills that you have right now, to have these problems that 6 months ago you might have begged to have these problems.
Yeah.
We mentioned something
We
like that.
mentioned this.
Yes, yes. And I begged for this opportunity, and now I'm so overwhelmed. I'm so
I
tired.
have
I
this
have,
problem.
yes, but I literally begged for this opportunity. So yeah, it's actually really lucky when you look for a minute, look at it from a different
Yeah.
perspective.
Well, that's so sweet.
Mm.
And just to finish off, we asked this for every single guest that we have
Yes.
on board.
Hmm.
So, what's one thing you wish that you wish someone told you, like another startup founder told you before starting this journey?
Mm, I think it would be really similar to what I've said throughout this whole podcast, which is
Mhm.
like anything is possible. Like you have past evidences that you are able to overcome these new obstacles,
Yeah.
and as well as I hope I had access to
Yeah.
catalyst trainings a lot earlier, because I was
Mm.
like going around in circles. I was listening to other people saying this, a lot of it is by chance. You never know who's going to
Mhm.
succeed. You have to launch the products first, which by all means,
Yeah.
most of them, they could work for different people, but they
Yeah.
just didn't work for me. And if I knew more about the different ways people have navigated the entrepreneurial journey, I think I would have a lot more things to think about when
Mhm.
I wasn't getting the responses that I wanted.
That's so sweet. Thank you
Mhm.
so much, Sajid, for coming onto the
No
podcast.
problem. Thank
It's
you.
been
It
such
was
a
really
nice
nice.
time.
Yes, really great questions as well. I really like the room and everything.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, bye bye. Thank you so much.
Thank you.